that is the tragedy to me of death. Would be if I died and I hadn't brought that idea. Once I no longer have real ideas for things and I die, it's sad, you liked me, I made good Caesar salad.
Very good Caesar salad.
You'll miss me, you miss the connection, the friendship, the loving. But everybody's going to die and that's just the process of this. But for me, death is sad when I think about all of the creativity.
Yeah. Now, here, tell me what you think of this story, because I tell this story in the book exactly related to the point that you're on right now. My Uncle Irv, who was a great jazz piano player, and, played in Tommy Dorsey's band when he was 16 years old, was Nina Simone, Frank Sinatra. He was my main mentor as a musician. He was just the coolest guy. And for his 75th birthday, he planned on doing his first ever classical piano recital. He had the program all printed out. He practiced for 5-6 hours a day. He was at his peak at 74. But on the way to that, he got a terminal illness, and he died maybe 2 or 3 months before he would have played that concert. So how does that fit in? Because I use it to illustrate a point, which is that, like you said, we can't control those things, and the letting go, the surrendering, and the full commitment to doing it, to trying, to expressing it, and then knowing that you can't control the outcome always, that you may have to let go of that outcome.
Yeah, well, you can never control the outcome. And
so is that a tragedy in your mind that he didn't get to play that concert, or is that just part of the bigger picture of the thing?
Here's what I would say. Did he write the music?
No, it's classical. He's been a jazz player his whole life.
That's what I'm saying.
So this was like Vivaldi and,
Right. No.
No. Okay, I see.
No. Because that music exists. Would it have been nice to hear him play it? Yes. Yeah. Did he get great pleasure in the practicing 6 hours a day? I hope so.
Yeah.
I'm sure someone heard him play it. Yeah. Someone came by one day and he was playing and they heard it and they were like, oh, it's beautiful. It is a piece of classical music. It is music that will live on beyond all of us forever in perpetuity. So, no, I wouldn't say that's a tragedy. I'm sorry he wasn't able to fulfill that dream.
It's poignant as hell, right?
It's poignant.
Yeah. And
yes, but there are, a lot of stories.
But I used it to illustrate a point that impermanence is a supreme reality.
Yeah.
And the one that will trump all other realities. So that's kind of a big Buddhist-y thing there, impermanence. And at the end, the last chapter is impermanence, which is Groucho Marx. But the idea that now, I'd say now this book is over, and in Zen they say the cup is already broken. Have you ever heard that phrase? Mm-mm. They look at a cup, they say it's already broken. So the idea is that the impermanence is embedded in the fabric of conditioned reality. It's just part of it. And by tuning into that principle more, we have a more fluid relationship with things coming and going. Something to contemplate.
Yes, and yet you have raised a child and you have a grandchild.
Yes.
And so you're watching the beautiful dance of evolution. Yeah.
Well, I also say impermanence includes onset and birth. People think of, impermanence, you're talking about death. No. Impermanence means there was no child, now there is one. The absence of the child was impermanent also. So something coming out into being is also part of that. Mm-hmm. But people don't usually look at it that way.